Woo! What's going on, everybody? Sunday, 7 o'clock, Orum'S Den. How's everybody doing? Everyone good for a Sunday? Everyone good for the weekend? Miserable over here in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Raining all day. Weather, like, heat-wise, wasn't bad. Went for a little bit of a walk. Need to lose some weight, man. Hurt myself at work, so my gym time has been absolutely zero, and it was going good for about a month and a half, man. And then I hurt myself at work, and now I haven't gone in over a month and a half. It seems like maybe a month. It's been about a month, so trying to get the arm back in shape, being able to do some things, and we can get back to the gym. But how's everybody doing, man? Mark Malak, how's it going? Orm rules, thanks, brother. So do you, bro. My buddy James Willis in the building. I hope everybody's weekend was good. Let's go. Same to you, James. There's my guy right here, Goal Lions. What up, though? What's going on, my brother? How you doing, dude? Anthony Beller. Marco, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Westside Discs. Well, 9 drinks. Woo! What's going on, buddy? Hey, Mark, how are you? Perry Ball, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I can do some core exercises, James. I've been trying to do some stuff, man. I'm trying to go, I'm trying to do a little bit of cardio. Can't stand cardio, but I'm trying to just do like nothing hardcore cardio, man. I just can't. Do maybe a little bit of walking on the treadmill. I got a treadmill over here next to me in my basement, and I went for a nice walk around my old high school track today. Did a few laps around the tracks, working with the bands. Need to do that more though. Hey, what's going on, Justin May, the rapper? What's going on, brother? Obsessed Detroit Lions fan up in here from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Go Lions, win Super Bowl for the day I die. We're trying, buddy. King SJ, hey, Mark, what's up? What's up to you, King? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. Take it easy. I'm trying to take it easy, buddy. I'm trying to take it easy. Buddy Grimes, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I just had a concert this Thursday, and I did rap song with my music group, and I killed it. Good job, bro. Sounds good. Go check him out. Go check out Justin on Justin May the Rapper on YouTube. Give yourself a subscribe to this guy. He's a good guy. Super Bowl bust, Mark. Hey, man, let's go. Let's make the damn playoffs. A Lone Wolf 21. What's going on? I like that avatar. Looks pretty sweet. Is that from a game? Woo-loo. I think you slipped that L in there. Well, it's good, brother. I hate core exercise. My bounce isn't great, but I've been working more on it. It's good, man. I should work on it more too. I'm all stomach and face here, man. Hatter's House 710 giving up a woo. Brent DeWitt, woo. We got woos all over the building. What's going on, Steve? How you doing, bro? Almost put you in time out there, Tony. So Anthony, sorry, buddy. If the draft was today, what are we doing? Oh, I don't know, man. I really don't know what's going on, man. I think I probably say this every year about the draft. Oh, I have since Holmes has pretty much took over. I don't really know what he's doing. Like, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know. We know we need a defensive tackle. We know we need D-line. We hear all this talk, man, about quarterbacks. We hear all this talk about linebackers and this, that position. Brad Holmes, I think he doesn't really give out too much detail. I don't think, man, and I like that. Like, I would love Jalen Carter. I want Will Anderson from Alabama, the outside linebacker / DN, whatever we're labeling this kid. I want him, but I think he's the best player in the draft. And now there's rumblings that Houston really likes this guy. Houston Texans, who have the number 2 pick, so. They're apparently enamored, but this is where it's really lying season. So I like either Will Anderson. I love Will Anderson or Jalen Carter, or trade down possibly. Drafted the cocaine D lineman. Hey, man, that's what it could be. Let me say hi to some other guys here though. Chrome, what's up? What's going on, bro? Michael, I have no clue who we taking at 6 and 18. Same here, bro. I don't know. Lone Wolf 21. What do you think if we're going to trade up or down in the first round? I think there's a strong chance we trade down. I think if I don't know how they're feeling about this quarterback situation, although I don't think we're taking one early. I don't necessarily want one, but what I want doesn't really matter. It's what Holmes and Dan Campbell want. So I think there's a chance we trade down, though, if they don't like what they see at 6. They're bringing guys in. Obviously, the NFL, all 32 teams are working diligently, trying to find some, bringing in these kids and interviewing them. So I don't know what they're going to do. Merrick, I don't hear people talking about this, but we need a receiver. I love Marvin Jones, but he ain't the player, and we have no idea what JMO is. Yeah, you know what? I don't think the receiver is going to be a really high priority. We got guys like probably Cephas, who might not make the team. Who knows? Marvin Jones on a 1-year deal. Josh Reynolds on a 1-year deal. And then Khalif Raymond, who's on a 1-year deal. And then you got guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown and JMO are the two only guys. Maybe Tom Kennedy. He might even be gone. Who knows if he'll make the squad. But I think there's a chance we draft the wide receiver too. I don't think it's going to be as high as maybe you want. I'm not sure what you want, Michael, but I think we're definitely drafting a wide receiver. I just don't know where. Could they take one in the first? You never know. And then if a guy like a Quentin Johnson or maybe a Jordan Addison slips to 18, could there be a shot? You know what I mean? Your guess is as good as mine. But there's some pretty decent wide receivers in this draft. It's not a heavy draft class for wide receivers, I don't think. But there's some good ones. There's some decent ones you can get late, like a Cedric Tillman. If you want a big body wide receiver, someone like that, man. But I definitely think we're taking one, bro. We could even be grabbing one in free agency after the draft's over. Free agency is not done. So we could. You never know what goes on when the draft's over. You're going to see some players get dropped from teams, and some of them might be decent. So Holmes will fix it. He'll fix it. My concert was at Ferndale at the Magic Bag, for sure. I have no clue who we're taking. Okay. Rob down south, what's up, brother? Glad to be here. Glad you're here. Yes, next year the Lions are hosting the draft in Detroit, and I will be there. Hopefully I'm going to be, for this draft, hopefully I'm going to be at Herman Moore's studio. I got to find out more about it from Michael and Mike. So I think we're going down there. I just got to find out what's going on. I want Carter. I want Carter too. He's my number 2 choice. He's my number 2 choice behind Anderson. He could slip to 6, and he's visiting, I think, with Detroit tomorrow. Is this his first visit, Jalen Carter, coming in tomorrow? I think I read that. So let's see what happens there. I'm geeked too, brother. Holmes gives up very little bit, but I have full trust in that front office. Yeah, man. I'm glad he doesn't give out too much information. You got to hold things close to the vest. Say a little bit, say a lot, don't say much. I'd like to see Brad take a linebacker high in the draft. Yeah, that's an option. I know he's said in the past, though, that he doesn't value – he thinks he can find value later on in drafts with linebacker position. So he doesn't necessarily value a linebacker high. Now, I know they've brought in – I think they've talked to Trenton Simpson. I've heard they've met with him a couple times. So who knows? The kid out of Clemson, I believe it was Clemson. Yeah, Clemson. The kid out of Clemson, he's a utility guy, man. Guy plays everywhere. Safety, corner. He's played nickel. He's played linebacker, D-line. Guys like an Isaiah Simmons for those Clemson Tigers. So he could be a guy. You never know. Mark, what do you think Anderson falls? If he don't, would you take Wilson? I like Tyree Wilson. I got to do a draft grade on that guy too. I think he's a first-round guy. He's definitely an option. All depends who was there too. But he is my favorite defensive end in this draft, besides Will Anderson. I think Will Anderson's an outside linebacker anyways. Bernie Kearns, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Mark. Always appreciate the way you tell it like it is. Excited for the draft in 10 days. Yes. I know Brad will get us some great picks. Go Lions. Hey, man, I'm excited, Bernie. I think it's going to be a good time. And I appreciate the comment, bro. I try to keep it as real as I can. I get blasted a lot for trying to keep it real, and it doesn't mean I'm always right. It's just, man, I have opinions. I've been getting into Facebook wars the past 3 days again. It just always finds me, man. And I mean, it's good because I look for it too. I'm not saying I'm perfect, But I like to argue, and I got into it today. I got into the last couple of days because I said that, and I love Brad Holmes, so nobody get too fired up here. But I've said he's had a couple misses on drafts. I think 2021, he's had more than one or two misses. 2022, he killed it. He hasn't, I thought, bringing back guys like Will Harris, Matt Nelson was a little bit suspect. I just gave my opinion on the matter, right? I just gave my opinion on the matter, and I got attacked by a couple people. I got attacked by a couple people that I don't know what I'm talking about. I was told Levi and Ruzarike was a good pick. And you can't predict back injuries. I'm like, well, he had a back injury in college. He probably shouldn't have been drafted that high. It was a miss. It was just plain and simple. I'm not bashing Brad Holmes for it. But people get all in their feelings, man. Because Brad Holmes, we haven't seen a guy like Brad Holmes do something like this in this city. We haven't seen it. Mayu never did it. Millen never did it. Bob Quinn never did it. We could talk about the guys in the past. They just never did it, man. Brad Holmes is doing this a smart way, but he's not perfect. And I said that's all I was really trying to say. And I got attacked relentlessly. It was hilarious. I also got called a racist again today too, man, because people just don't know how to respond. I didn't even know the color of this man's skin, but apparently it was called a racist. And it's just the craziest stuff ever, man. When you hear this stuff, it's like you can't even have a conversation with someone, and then the last thing they do is they try to throw you in a corner and they try to scare you with the race card. I don't get scared by that stuff because I'm not a racist. So I don't think I have to explain that to people. It's just stupid. So it was a really weird day the last few days, man, on Facebook, man. I've been getting into some wars. Carter Anderson, AR-15. I'm not in on the AR-15 like you are, Detroit, but I get it. This is the year we get to see what we got in JMO. 100%. Guess Goff has been working out with receivers, including Jameson in California. 100%. That's fantastic. That was the one thing I wanted to see. I wanted to see that about Jameson. There was all this talk. I even put a video out a few months back during the season when I saw some of the reactions, the way Jameson was reacting on the sidelines and on the field a little bit, acting a little bit like a baby. I was like, he's just a kid. He's young, but keep an eye on that. And then what I wanted to see was the future. Was he going to go to workouts? Like you see Amon Raj there. Man, we even seen DJ Chark there hanging out with those guys before Chark went to Carolina. All the guys. J-Mo didn't go the first one. I'm like, oh, man, it's not a good look. Then he went to the second one. It's like, great, Jameson's there. That's what we want to see. J-Mo is an elite receiver. We know, so do the experts. Of course, man. I'm excited for him, man. Kool-Aid Kid, yo, what's up, bro? Mike M, how's it going, buddy? Good chance we stay at 6, take either Carter or Wilson. I think Holmes makes a bold move, train up to 18, and that Witherspoon also. There is your A-plus draft right there. I love Witherspoon, but at 18, you're right. I don't want a cornerback that high at 6. So I love Carter. I'm all good with Wilson. I really am. There is some knock on Wilson a little bit. He's a little bit slow off the ball, but he makes plays. He's long. He's big. Plays the run, and he gets to the quarterback. So that's what I like. Mark, there are reports that Tennessee want to move up. Do you think they do? If they want to go get a quarterback, if they want to go try to get a franchise guy, they're probably going to have to move up to at least 2 or 3. But I don't think they're going to get Houston out of there. They're going to have to come up with something magical to get Houston out of there. So, but who knows, man? Houston's looking apparently at another position besides quarterback. I don't believe it. I think they're drafting either Stroud or Bryce, whatever Carolina does. They'll do the opposite. So, but there's always a chance, man. I don't know. What's going on, Ubaldo? What's good, bro? He says a lot, throws everything off, keeps him dangling. That's what I love. Another show was saying Delvin Cook looked out the Queen's opinions. Yeah, I heard. I've been reading that a little bit lately. That he could be gone. He could be a cut if they can't trade him. The Vikings have gotten themselves in a lot of trouble with the cap. I believe they got some older guys. I think they're trying to get younger, trying to build some capital. If he wants out, good, man. One less guy we got to worry about because he's killed us in the past. Just keep it real. That's all we need. He has some misses. Yeah, he has some misses, and that's okay, right? Like, that's fine. Like, I was mentioning guys like McNeil, who I think, has played well at the end of 2022, but is not quite that run stuffer that he should have been. I think Melifonwu's a huge miss. I think he's a huge miss. Hurt. Where is he going to play? Is he a safety? Is he a corner? You don't even know where this guy is. I don't know what position he is. I mentioned Barnes, who I do like as a linebacker, but they traded up for a developing linebacker, and I thought that was a little bit of a misfire. You know what I mean? I just thought it was a misfire. And you bring these guys up to people, and they get all up in their feelings. Like, hey, I get my feelings too. But let's have a conversation about it. Like, he hasn't made every single move perfect. Is he doing a fantastic job here? Brad Holmes, 150%. But we can talk about the negatives as well. It's just fans don't want to talk about that stuff. And I get it, because that's all we are is negativity, but we could talk about both. So he's not perfect. And I said he was a top 10 GM. This guy came back at me saying he's a top 3 GM. I was like, you just seen a meme on Facebook that said he was. That doesn't make it necessarily so, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's top 10, though, at the moment, because he's doing good things the last 2 years. He is. They get to the playoffs, though. Get to the playoff, win a playoff game, and then we'll be talking about this guy as a top 3, top 4 guy. Too many hits to worry about. We missed where we really need to hit defensive tackle. We missed on defensive tackle a few times. McNeil's okay. I think he should be better at round 3. Levi's a injury bust. We all know what that is. Levi a bust, no big deal. It does happen, but he never should have been drafted, man. That's Mark. He shouldn't have been drafted, my friend. He had injury problems in college with his back. I know it's football. Everybody's injured. But back injuries, that should have scared off Brad. It didn't, though. He had a man crush on Levi and Ruzarike. It was well documented that he loved him. He wanted to go get him. I think even, who was it? Can't remember the guy's name. Dorsey, I think. Didn't he talk Brad Holmes out of moving up to get Levi and Ruzarike? Wasn't that the guy? He's like, just stay there. He's going to be there. Don't get carried away. Don't try to move up to get him. He'll be there. And then he was there. And we took him, and Holmes took him. Not that he's a bad player. It's just that those back injuries, man, with a 300-pound human being, they don't go away. Those don't go away, man. I think it was a miss. I think we dropped A.T. Perry to 3rd. I like A.T. Perry. I think he plays a little bit soft for a big guy, but I do like him. He can get up. That's 6'4" almost. 200 pounds. I think he was under 200 at the combine too. So he's a little light for a bigger dude. Not very muscular, but he can get up. He's got those long strides. So he's not bad. 3rd round, I think I made a video on him. I don't know what grade I gave him. I think I gave him a little bit later than that 3rd, man. So you got to check it out. Can't say Levi a bust yet until he's healthy enough to play. Yeah, I think injury bust. I won't call him a bust. Injury bust. I agree with you, Mike. I agree with you. Mark, fair criticism Brad Holmes is fair. The people that came out after you are not worth talking. Or yeah, man, I've been having a bad 2 days on Facebook, man. Some guy trying to come out and just like trying to slander me, man, trying to slander my name. It was ridiculous just because he can't have a conversation. Constructive criticism was always welcome unless we sucked and fire away. Exactly. And we have sucked. You know what I mean? We have sucked. Are we getting better? 100%, Dr. D. You know it, bro. Well, I also think Calvin Johnson doesn't need to be opening day at Comerica Park. He needs to be in California working with Jameson. Yeah, man. You know what? I don't know. Did Goff reach out to him? Did Calvin try to reach out to Goff? Did Calvin talk to any of the guys? I'd really like to see Calvin get a Jameson under his, get his arms wrapped around him, man, and see what he's all about. I think they're two different kind of style wide receivers, though. But you can always learn from one of the greats, right? You can always learn from one of the greats how to play the game and stuff like that. But I think they're two different wide receivers, but they do need to talk, man. It would be cool seeing those two work out together. It really would be cool. I'm 47 years old and been lineman. I don't think I'm even capable of being butthurt anymore by anyone's opinion. Yeah. I wish I was like you, Kool-Aid kid. I wish I was like, I'm 50 and I still get hot. Bro. Did the Lions bring Henley for a visit? I don't know that. Don't know that question, bro, but they should bring him in. That's the linebacker, right? Yes, they should bring him in. Is the rebuild officially over? What's up, Brandon Blockton? I think I don't know. I don't really know, man, because if we draft a quarterback high, then it's not. I don't think we're going to draft a quarterback high. It's just my opinion. I don't know, though. But I think it's almost done. There's still some pieces you got to tweak with, but I think it's basically close to being done. Yeah. But they get a quarterback, then we're talking rebuild still. At least with that kid, at least with the new guy in town. But who knows what they're going to do there? I feel we have great pieces to make a deep playoff run, and we can stay humble and hungry. What you say? I think we can make a run. Bro, they're predicted to win the North by like they're predicted to win the North. They're predicted to be one of the best teams in the NFC. They're predicted to be like a top 10, top 11 team by the NFL power rankings. The time is now. They need to at least make the playoffs and win a playoff game. There's so much hype around this team. It's crazy. It's getting a little bit carried away, actually. So you better go out there and you better win a playoff game. I'm just telling you, man. They have to. What's going on, Justin? What's up, man? I think the Wilson leak of smoke could be. Who's that with the Lions? Or the Wilson leak with Seattle? What smoke? What's going on? The Lions roar 74. JT's massive purpose. Happy Sunday. What's up, brother? Have a good one, man. No, we will be in perpetual build moment, in my opinion. Where once a player wants too much, we let them go like the great teams do and slide the next 10. I like that. But what about Sewell? What about Sewell and St. Brown, bro? Those are two guys you got to pay. Holmes is one of the better GMs the Lions had. Look at Millen, Quinn, May. And that's what I'm saying, Patty. I think that's what people look at too much, though. Make the playoffs. It's only year 2. Let's see what he does with this draft. This is the biggest draft, I think, in his career. In this franchise's history, I think this is the biggest draft. Because now they're getting primed to make a run. Like, they're primed this year. And if they make a tiny run, win a playoff or 2 games, a couple playoff games, then 2024 should be the year. Like, they're primed to make a run now or next year. They can really make some damage this year, though. Jury's out on Pascal, too. Exactly. And I don't want to say the jury's out on Jameson, but he needs to be the guy. You reached up and got him. I'm not worried about Jameson, but he better be the guy. You know, he's not – I don't think he's going to get as many balls as St. Brown, but he might, right? You know what I mean? He needs to make a huge impact, and I think he will. Trinity Benson, Levi, and a couple others haven't planned out, so yeah, he's hitting more than not, but he's still learning. You could see it in free agency midseason. We really didn't do anything. Exactly, man. And I love what he did in free agency this year. Revamped that whole secondary. And you addition by subtraction, get rid of Okudah. You know, I'm not going to bash Okudah here. This is not a Okudah bashing time. You know what I mean? I'll give that kid the benefit of the doubt. He tried his damnedest. 2 injury-plagued years. 3rd year, played up and down, looked good, looked bad, looked good, looked bad, back and forth, got benched, hurt again. Time is going, man. You're not getting $11 million, son. He was not picking up that option. So addition by subtraction, secondary got better. He's learning. Exactly. Holmes will get better, just like Campbell's getting better at game management. Exactly, man. We saw a big jump, I thought, with MCDC as well. Couple fumbles, though. Motown Mufasa, look at that avatar. I think we'll draft fewer no injured players this year since the FC window is wide open. I hope so, bro. Mark, why are people coming after you? Everyone's allowed to have an opinion, even if it's bad. I don't know, man. I was just having an opinion. I wasn't even bashing Brad Holmes, but I got attacked, man, by like 3 dudes. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. Like, attacked. Like, I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I don't watch football, apparently. There's like a 30-year-old kid trying to tell me that he's been to more games than me, because who knows, man? It was just insane. Then another guy came on and it was just like he was saying that Levi Onwuzurike was good before he got hurt. I'm like, what the hell were you watching, bro? I was like, he was not good before. He barely even played. Like, he's barely played. What do you mean he was good? Like, and then I named a few players. He never came back to me yet. So I was just like, come on, man. I think Holmes will seek out injured players that drop because of skill. Yeah, he's just going to do what he always does, man. Holmes will be Holmes. I don't think he's ever going to change his draft strategy much. He likes to go after those injured guys if they drop a bit. But, you know, I think what Motown Mufasa said here, I think the days of going after early guys that get hurt might be done because I think they're primed to get players that can be on the field right now. Do you think we should trade for White from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I like him. I like Devin White. I just don't know what Tampa would be asking. I do like him, though, man. I think he's a tackling machine. He can get to the quarterback. He's not the greatest in coverage. He's a little bit more, he's a little bit more of a two-down linebacker with ability to get to the quarterback. A better version of what's his name? What the kid was that name that we picked up from Florida? Jared Davis. A better version. Much better. You know what I mean? Just a much better version. But so I don't know, man. I'm not really I don't know. I don't think I want to trade for him. I don't know what Tampa probably wants a lot. And then he's going to be asking for a ton of money, Devin White. So rebuild not over until Lions win a playoff game. That makes sense. I'm not going to fight that. I really like Brad Holmes. I'm really glad we have him, but continue to drop players is going to hurt us. Yeah, you know what? I think, Jameson being back, Pascal hopefully is back. He's done it with a few guys. Did it with Jerry Jacobs and a UDFA. He's been up and down. So he's not afraid to do it, right? Is there anybody else he's done it with? Did he do it with anybody else? Yeah. I'm trying to think. A little bit of a brain fart. If our defense balls out, do you think either one of our year Bs will stay in Detroit for less money? All depends, man. All depends. We got a couple of those guys out there, man. Jerry Jacobs is one. Chase Lucas is locked up, I think, for 2 or 3 years. Who else, man? Hopefully, hopefully they sign CJ Garner. That's who I really want them to re-sign. Hopefully Mosley stays healthy. A lot of hopefullys, a lot of ifs on those DBs there. But if they can all stay healthy, man, it's a good problem to have, but you can't keep everybody. I will say this, I don't think Holmes will go for White, but if the draft works out in a certain way and Holmes picks other positions of need or just BPA, we don't end up with a linebacker in the draft there. I think we're going after a linebacker. I just don't know when. To grab White after, yeah. The leak after the Lions are in love with Wilson. I don't know. I'm not sure. It could be a leak. It could be a leak, but he is an interesting project, man, or prospect, sorry. He's a very interesting prospect, man. Big kid. He's super long, slow off the ball a little bit, but he makes plays, man. He makes plays, and he's got that size, man, that you really love in a defensive end. So it'll be interesting to see if it's just smoke. Okudah was a really hardworking kid. I appreciate that, but he gave us his best. Exactly. Not going to bash him. He did what he did, and he was just too up and down, man. His third year was his audition year, pretty much. I thought for the Lions, I had a feeling it was. I think you should always look at a player 3 years. It should always be 3 years, and then you make your decision. This is basically his only year that they really got to see him healthy, and they just didn't see enough. Jeff only a fresh start, and so we did. Yeah, he's gone. How do I train my wife to bring me home the draft magazine I covet like you did? That was impressive, man. Kool-Aid kid, man. He just got a bug and bug, man. Just got a bug and bug. I just got the one. This was the one that I got, man. And it was the order. Ordered it. It's a nice guideline. I use it. It's Daniel Parla Greco. That was the one I like to use. That's what I like to use, and it's a beautiful guideline, man. Jorge, I think it's so funny that we have to backpedal when we say it's a good thing we traded Okudah. It's a right move. You're saving cap hit for the lesser player. Exactly, man. It was the right move. It was completely the right move, man. It's like a lot of people thought that we were going to get like a second, third round pick for this guy. And I'm like, no, man, just because he's drafted high doesn't mean we're going to get a high round pick. He didn't play like a first rounder. He didn't play like a second rounder. He didn't play like a third rounder. He barely played like a fifth rounder. I was hoping for a fourth, but I was dreaming. Man. We saved money, like Jorge just said. Saved money. It's $10 million cap hit gone. $5 million saving. So you know what I mean? We had to pay a little bit of his salary, I guess, but That's okay, man. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Jaquan in the building. Jaquan Gordy. Let's get the likes up for Mark. I appreciate it, Ubaldo. Get those likes up, guys. We got 56 in the building. Let's get to 65, man. Can we get to 65? You think we can? I just seen the notes. I didn't even know you were on tonight. Yeah, I'm kind of like spur of the moment, man. I don't think I even did one last week. I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did, man. Had some things going on. But, yeah, man, I wanted to do one yesterday, but didn't have time. Rebuild doesn't end until the Lions win the Super Bowl. I don't agree with that, but you can have your opinion. I have heard that the NFL is considering the Lions to have up 5 primetime games. I've heard something along that line. I read that too, bro. There could be a chance. That's a lot. And I don't know if they consider the Thanksgiving Day primetime. I think they do. Don't quote me on that. I can see at least 3. I'm hoping for at least 3, man. Get maybe 2 Sundays. Well, actually, hopefully it'll be 2 Sundays, maybe 4 then. 2 Sundays, a Monday, and maybe the Thanksgiving. Well, obviously the Thanksgiving. So, but 3 for sure. Maybe a Sunday and maybe a Monday. So, I'm hoping for 3 to 4. That'd be nice, man. My guy, the artist formerly known as PC Payload. What's up, Mr. Mark? Mr. Mark Orm from Orum's Forum. Thanks, brother. Thanks for popping in, man. Always good to see you in the chat. Do you think Jerry J can have a breakout year? He needs to stay healthy, man. He hasn't been healthy since he was at Arkansas State. I think that's where he went, Arkansas State. May quote me on that. That's why he didn't go drafted, man. He didn't blow out his knee or something in college, and then he got hurt for us. Looked good as a rookie. Been kind of banged up here and there. Got healthy again. So I don't know. I don't know where he's going to play. You know what I mean? He's going to be a backup right now. He's literally a backup right now. So if he gets a chance, if he stays healthy, I actually absolutely believe he could be a threat. But he's a backup as of right now. We're obviously all hyped about the NFL draft, but we could also be very hyped about the NFL schedule. Oh, yeah, man. I'm all about the NFL schedule. Do you see any of the new defensive vets being captains this year? I could maybe, yeah, Anzalone's going to wear the C of the C. On defense, I'm assuming. Offense, man. I can't remember who they were. Is it Ragnow and Goff? I don't remember. Special teams was CJ Moore. Is that who it was? It'd probably be him again, CJ Moore, or I don't even remember, man. But some of these new guys we brought in could maybe you could see Cameron Sutton. Very smart kid. Really, really smart. Cameron Sutton could be definitely, I think, could be wearing the A or the C, however they do it in football. I forget how they do it. I want to see how many primetime games we get against who we play in week 1, because remember the Lions haven't started season 1-0 since 2017, then also a Thanksgiving game. That's right, 2017, man. It's time to break that, bro. They have to come out and win the first game. I don't care who they're playing. They have to come out. Too much hype, man, to drop one and say, oops, well, it was the Kansas City Chiefs, man. I don't want to hear it. There's too much hype on this team. I feel like something might have a captain. Dude came in saying he wanted to help mentor guys. Yeah, that's who I picked too, Justin. Mark, do you think the Lions are still trying to get defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons? You talking about Jeffrey Simmons? No, he's locked up in Tennessee, brother. They extended him. He's gone. He ain't going nowhere. He's a Tennessee Titan for a long time. Trade Okudah, save enough money so we can pick up Bridgewater. We already had the money for Bridgewater. We already had it, but it's extra capital. And I hope we do sign Bridgewater, man. I really do. Good, solid backup behind Goff. Goff happens to go down and he misses 2-3 games. I think Bridgewater can come in and be that safe guy. Doesn't have to win you a game per se, but that's where the defense needs to step up. Other guys need to really step up, man. But he can be a guy that can come in and just be that smart quarterback, not make any dumb mistakes, and be the guy. Hope to align game on TSN. Oh yeah, man, it'll be coming. We got games. Mike Gray, it's one of my childhood buddies. What's going on? My old man turned 80. Can we get him a playoff win? 100%, brother. We're going to get him that win, Mikey. Good to see you in here. The Thanksgiving game is not considered prime time, even though it's a national audience. Okay. Thank you, Rob Down South. This is why, I appreciate this is why I do this, man, because even when I made my James Houston video the other day, and I leave stuff out sometimes. Sometimes I get a little bit too much of a rush. And I didn't know James Houston was a restricted free agent. And so I'm like, man, he's a free agent next year, guys. We're going to lose him. I had a couple of my subscribers, very, very nice, very cordial, respectfully say, Mark, man, you missed this part, that he's a restricted free agent. So there's a chance that we can retain him for at least a year next year. You know, we can sign, he can go on and make his, make an offer for another team. Another team can offer him a deal, but then the Lions have a chance to match that, and he's got to stay with Detroit. So, yeah, I didn't know he was an RFA. I had no idea, and I appreciate guys like that coming at me and helping me out, man. So, kudos to my subs, man. I personally think we're getting 3, possibly 4 primetime games. Thanksgiving doesn't count. Okay, now I know that. Look out for a week after Thanksgiving for a Thursday. Woo, against the Cowboys. Let's go. If the Lions get a Monday Night Football game, would you try to go? If it was in Detroit, 100%. If it was in Detroit, I am 100% going. I don't care if I'm on afternoons. Don't tell the wife. Don't tell the wife because she don't know. No, I mean, she'd be coming with me, man, because I'm telling you, I've seen a couple Monday Nighters. I was at that debacle. I was at that debacle against the Jets. I've been to a few. I've been to the Barry Sanders, Bo Jackson one. That was a Monday Nighter, I believe, too. I went with my dad and his work a long time ago. I think I was like 17, 18 years old then. I forget when I went to that one. Maybe 20. Maybe 20 years old. We went in a limo. That was fun. That was a Monday Nighter. I've been to a few Monday Nighters, man, in Detroit. So, yeah, 100% I'm going. There, Sean Little. It's my guy, bro. That's my guy, Sean Little. Sean Little, man. Right here, bro. Right here. Brings a tear to my eye, man. You talk about Will Anderson. Go up and get him at 3. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. That's my guy, bro. That's my guy. Hey, Dern. No thanks to Bridgewater dropped. Hey, Dern. I love that avatar, bro. Love that avatar. You can still draft a quarterback, bro. It doesn't mean we can't draft a quarterback. You take Bridgewater, you have him as a backup, you grab Nate Sudfeld, you put him in a barrel, and you push it over, and you push it over the falls. You push it over the falls. He lands safely. He just goes down the water, and he just goes he goes to Green Bay or something like that. You know what I mean? We could still draft a quarterback, bro. We could still draft a quarterback if they bring in Bridgewater. It's okay. At the end of the day, do you think the hype hurts us or helps us? Do you think MCDC and this young squad can handle it, or do we cave in? Right now, I think it helps us right now. I don't think it's helping the fan base, though. I think the fan base is getting a little bit out of control because they're expecting a lot, and I don't blame him this time. I don't really blame him. I think Campbell and the squad can handle it, though. I really do. I hope they can. You know what I mean? Like, we're not in the locker room, man. We don't know how these guys really are. We know that they're hungry. We know that these guys are competitors. We know that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell want to win so bad. It's a lot of pressure, though. And I think those 2 guys are the 2 guys that can handle it, though. I'm going to say they're going to handle it. The fan base might not be able to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it at times, man, because I am a little bit worried about the situation on how much hype that the Lions have right now. We're like 47% to win the NFC. That's crazy, man. That's Vegas odds. That's crazy. This is a team that hasn't made the playoffs since 2017. You know what I mean? It's just it's nuts to me. It's absolutely crazy to me, man. So it's like, you know, as a fan, I'm just a little bit worried, but I'm on board, man. I am on board. Jeremy Wirt, hey, nice avatar, buddy. What's going on? I like the brim, like the hat. One pride, Lion pride, fam. Love it, brother. Good to see you in here. I got a couple new guys in here. I really appreciate it, guys. Let's get those likes. Let's get those comments up, man. Comment away. Let's get those shares out. Baseball too. Got Calvin right there. Will Anderson falls us. We're making a run. Damn right, brother. That's my guy. Jaquan. Yeah, I can see the Lions getting 3 primetime. I believe the things game counts national televised game, not a primetime. Okay. I see it too, bro. Do you think Houston can have 12 sack again, or do you think thing falls off? Well, he didn't have 12 last year. He had 8. But I think now that he's going to probably be in there for more games, I think he can get 10 plus. 100%. And I heard he was working on new things on the offseason. I saw a couple of interviews with him where he knows that he's going to be a little bit of a target, which I think he will be. There's going to be more tape on him, man. There's tape on everybody, right? But there's going to be tape on him. And he was special coming off that edge. So 100%. Rick C. All the line pucks should be treated with respect. Everyone has to tell their opinion. Go, Mark. Thanks, Rick C. I appreciate it, buddy. This wasn't even a podcast thing, man. This is just on Facebook. And I don't want no special treatment, man. I'm not asking for that. You're not going to call me a racist, man, when you don't even saying anything racist to you. You know what I mean? Teddy Two Tiny Gloves, he's awful. He's not that bad, bro. He's not that bad. He didn't look good in Miami, though. I will admit he didn't look good in Miami. He had some struggles there. He banged up a little bit in Miami. I just wouldn't mind him as a backup. It's either him or Nate Sudfeld, bro. I get drafting a quarterback. I want a quarterback. But just say Goff goes down. It all depends who we draft, man. Then that's what we got to rely on getting us to the playoffs. Say we're winning 6. We're up 6-1, man, in the standings. Goff goes down for 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks. Crucial times right there. Say it's 4 weeks. Now we got a rookie quarterback in there. All depends who he is, I guess, but I think it would be nightmarish a little bit for that rookie, man, to try and get us 2-3 wins. I just think it would, man. I like Teddy Two Tiny Gloves, just to get us, man, maybe a win or two, or help, anyways. I went to a Monday night at the Silver 100 years ago. I think we got schooled by the Rams, if I remember correctly. Yeah, was that yeah, man, for sure. Was that Kurt Warner and the boys? It was a very good question. It was a very good question by PC. I think they can handle it, man. One Pride 40 in the building. What's going on, bro? Tony C. I think the last hyped up Monday nighter when the D was against the Bears. Fans are not. I was at that one too. I almost got into a fight with the guy in front of me. He was a Bears fan. He was getting heckled, man. He was getting killed. I think that was the game that Javad Best went nuts. Javad Best went crazy. He was getting heckled bad. And we almost fought this guy in front of me, man. He flashed like this pretend badge at me. And I was like, that badge ain't gonna save you, man. Like, I don't know what you're doing, bro. That badge ain't gonna save you. He was like a mall cop or something. Amon Ra and St. Brown Amon Ra and the St. Brown family appeared on Family Feud. Yeah, was it the whole family? Was it like everybody? I know CJ Gardner-Johnson was there too, the new guy for the Detroit Lions. I think that was pretty sweet. How would you think of a Tyree Wilson and Cansey first round? I like Tyree Wilson. I like Cansey. I'm not as high on Cansey like everybody else is. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's, a really good inside rusher. I'm hoping he'd be able to do what he did at Pittsburgh and in college and he would in the pros. He's not Aaron Donald. So everybody can know with these Aaron Donald comps, he's not him. I don't think he's him. But I don't mind him at 18, I guess. I like Tyree Wilson. Cansey, I'm a little bit on the fence with, though. I got an unpopular opinion. Will Anderson is overrated. That's ridiculous. I don't even know what to say to you, man. There, One Pride. I thought we were friends. There's no way you can think that, man. I don't understand how you think that. Bro, what do you move up? What do you do to move up? And if it's on the cheap, like a late second, third, and Swift, I don't think they're getting rid of Swift. Move up to 3. Obviously, you're swapping 6 and 3. You might have to give up that 18. I'm kind of on. I don't know if I want to do that. Definitely giving up one of those 2s. Maybe we can give up a 5. We have an extra 5. So they'll swap the 3 and a 6. Early second, maybe give up a 5th. That should be able to do it. I got to see that chart. Who knows? But we have the ammo to do it, man. I don't think they're getting rid of Swift. If they draft a running back, sure. But the draft will be going on, so they got to make that decision now. Jalen Carter is either going to be great or is going to be a big-time bust. No in between. Yeah, it all depends what's going on with. I don't know what's going on with that guy, man. He looks like he's a stud on the field. You're hearing all these rumors that he takes plays off. I didn't really see it when I watched Georgia. I'm going to really get into his tape probably before the draft. I haven't really gotten into it, to be honest with you. But all the games I've watched, he's been pretty damn good. Hutch gets 14. I think he can easily get 14, one Pride 40. I'd rather have Carter than Anderson. I wouldn't. Not me. Anderson's the best defensive player in this draft. He's the best player in this draft. I'll fight to the death on it. What's your take on the Bears fans bashing our lines? So I heard about that, Brent. I never read any comments, though. I didn't see it. Was that on Twitter? Bears fans are idiots, man. Sorry, but they are. They're beyond delusional. I thought maybe our fan base was a little bit delusional at times. The Bears fans are insanely delusional, man. I don't know what's going on in their head sometimes. I think they did some things over in the offseason, though. So I'm not gonna knock them for that, but come on, man. Jameson Sox came unblocked. Nope. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You don't get that many friggin' sacks. You don't get that many sacks, man. Just completely unblocked. He runs around people, bro. His thing is what he does do well. Stunts and loops are his thing. Okay, that he's very good with the blitzes and the loops and the stunts. He goes around guys. By the time people realize he's there, he's gone. He's very fast, explosion off the line of scrimmage. If you watch him, he times everything very well. He's he times shit very, very well. They didn't all come unblocked. That's asinine to say, man. It's absolutely asinine. No more mock drafts after next week. Thank goodness I'm mock draft. You know what? I'm getting there too, Jake Juan. That's why I don't really do them. I don't do mock drafts. I know a lot of my subs, man, a lot of my subscribers are like, please do a mock draft, man. Do a mock draft video. I'm like, yeah. It's like, I'll just talk about guys. I just spit everywhere. I just talk about guys. If you guys ask me to talk about a certain player, I will, and I'll sometimes go on my own and look at guys that I like, but I don't like to do mocks, man. It's just, they've always bothered me. How much does sack for Hutch Houston if the Lions get Anderson or Carter? How much does sack for? I think it nothing but helps, man. It would nothing but help those guys, man. If you had a Hutchinson and an Anderson on bookends, and I think Anderson's going to be more of an outside linebacker. He's not heavy whatsoever. He's like he came in at the combine at 255 or 254, played his collegiate career at 245, 240. So he's not big. He's long though. That's 6'3" and change, whatever he is. He's long. He's quick. He's explosive. He's smart. He's just like the sack total would be nuts for the whole squad, because who are you blocking? Who are you doubling? You're gonna double up on both those guys? You can't double up on both of them. Then it just would be impossible. It just would be impossible to do. I say Hutch has 14 sacks. I agree. I'm saying 14, 15. That's why I'm getting Mr. Robinson so important in case Goff go down. That's a kid out of UCLA. I got to look at his stuff first. What's your scenario on them drafting a quarterback and who? My scenario is I want him to do it a little bit later. I'm okay. I like Aiden O'Connell. I know a lot of people don't. I do like him. I like Jake Herner. I think he's another guy that they can get. If they go early, I'm big on Will Levis. I really am. I don't know about drafting him at 6, though. It's a little bit because I don't want a quarterback that early, but I do. He's my favorite quarterback. I think the best quarterback in this draft, I think, is Bryce Young, but we don't have a shot at him, so don't even bother talking about it. CJ Stroud, no. I'm not as big on guys like Anthony Richardson like you are, bro. Not that big on him. I don't despise him, but I'm not big on him. I would like them to go a little bit later. Like start looking third, fourth round. We don't have a fourth round pick, actually. So, third round, maybe fifth. I'm just not too huge on it yet, but I understand if we get one. I get it because of the money situation. I get it. If Carter could take that frustration from his personal life and vent it on the field, we have a generational player. Wishful thinking. It's wishful thinking. The kid's going through a lot. The kid's been through the ringer. 2 of his friends died. He didn't commit no murder on anybody. He didn't force anybody to get into a car. He didn't force anybody to drive. Kid's going through a lot. I think that's why he had a bad pro day. Trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, man. But then you hear everything about apparently people came out and said he doesn't have a big work ethic. He doesn't have this, doesn't have that. He could be a guy that just plays well when he plays football. There was greats that did that. And I'm not saying that Jalen Carter is one of the greats. And I'm not comparing him to guys like Lawrence Taylor and Derek Thomas. But if you've ever read those guys' bio, who like the writers, whoever wrote it, Lawrence Taylor's is fantastic. He despised practice. He would walk by Bill Parcells and go, "I'm going out. See ya." Bill would be like, "Where are you going?" He'd be like, "I ain't practicing today." That's what guys like Lawrence Taylor did. Derek Thomas was the same. I forget, Marty Schottenheimer. Was it Marty Schottenheimer who was his coach one year or a couple years? I could be wrong. Used to say stuff like he despised practice. He was a horrible practice guy. Like they used to scream at Derek Thomas, like hustle, and he just hated it. He didn't like to do it. But if you ever seen Derek Thomas play football, he was probably the second best to LT at getting to the quarterback. Derek Thomas was a force on the field. He just played. He just played football, man. Hated practice, but then it was time to buckle up under the lights. He was an animal. Carter could be one of those guys, man. He could be one of those guys that just doesn't like to practice. And I don't think that's a big deal. I've played with guys that despise practice, and they were great during the game. Just some guys don't like practice, man. That's it. I went to Monday game to them when Nola played the Texans. It was legendary. That's a nice one. Cassandra Braden, thank you. Welcome to the chat. I love it. Bijan will make this offense amazing. I'm a big Bijan fan, Dern. If he's there at 18, I'm definitely thinking about it. I'm definitely thinking about it, bro. Can't see at 18. Not a Wilson fan. I'm okay with Wilson. I like Wilson. Can't see. A little bit on the fence so far. His pass rushing skills are amazing. I think still he is decent at the run defense, but he's still not as good as he should be for an interior. But he's a hell of a guy getting to the quarterback. I don't think Cansey's that bad at run defense. He's not where he should be though. At 280 pounds and inside, he better be Aaron Donald, and he's not Aaron Donald. That's what scares me about him. I think he might be weak there, but he's weaker. He's not like it's not like a crazy negative, but it's not his strength whatsoever. Yeah, we got different opinions, man. Opinion on the Okudah trade gone. That's all I'm saying. One Pride 40. We got what we could for him. I was hoping for a fourth. This is the guy, man, that was drafted way too high. I tried to get on board with this pick. He was my third option when it happened. I wanted Chase Young. Then I wanted Isaiah Simmons at 3. That never happened. Never happened with Young. He took at 2. I really think we were drafting Chase Young, by the way, if Young would have slipped. But anyways, never happened. You ended up getting Okudah. Hurt, probably never should have played, had a groin core injury right off the bat. Patricia threw him in there. Patricia, whatever. Burned, played like 7 games. He looked terrible as a corner. Eventually, all of a sudden, it comes up, oh, man, this guy's got problems with his groin and his core. Surgery on both groins. And then it was a problem ever since, man. And we got what we could. And I think we got what we could. We saved money. Took $10 million cap hit's gone. Saved $5 million. We had to give out some dead money. Played a little bit extra to get him off our hands. We got a 5th round pick, man. I was hoping for a 4th. We got a 5th, man. Good luck. Good luck in Atlanta. Good luck, Atlanta fans. You're getting a guy that's going to try hard. He's a try hard guy, but he's injury prone. Plays the run well, but is too spotty in pass coverage for me. I think he was too spotty for lots of people, man. He didn't play like a 3rd overall pick, man. He just didn't. And I think a lot of this fan base thinks that because he was drafted so high that we should have got more for him. Not the way it works. Good trade. The Bears. Screwed the Bears. The Lions have to give up 18 to get Anderson at 3. Maybe. There's a possibility. There's a possibility. It might be a little too much, but there's a possibility. I would try another avenue. I would try one of the second-round picks and then maybe a later pick down the road if you can do that. But 18, you might have to, but I hope they don't. Bears fans are horrible. Too much, Tony. I agree. Jay Mommy was going on. Receiver named Perry has come up a lot lately. Yeah, he's not a bad one, man. He's not one of my favorite wideouts in this draft class. I think he plays a little bit too soft, but I like him. Like I do like him, but later. He's a big guy, big contested catch guy, long strides. You know, he's not gonna really burn you. So he's not gonna burn you on the field, but he does have some long speed. If Jackson and Reynolds are in the back for Detroit next year, they don't need Swift. Jackson, I don't think Justin Jackson's even on the team, man. Montgomery can do everything Swift can. I think he can too. Between Jackson and Reynolds, they can do everything Williams could. Yeah, I don't think Justin Jackson's even on the team, bro. I don't think he is. Did they re-sign him? I think he's gone, bro. I don't know if he retired or another team picked him up or if he's still a free agent. Yeah, I see one more mock. I'm going to slap the creator. I don't make him, bro. I don't make him. What fans are the worst in NFC North ranked them? Oh, God. In the NFC ranked? That's got to be Cowboys fans, Packers fans. They're up there. Eagles fans are obnoxious. I know I had a couple buddies who are Eagles fans. Bears fans are right up there. Minnesota fans aren't that bad, to tell you the truth. Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans aren't really bad. Arizona fans are cool. They're laid back. Who am I missing? Tell me who I'm missing. I've had some thoughts. Green Bay, Chicago, Vikings. Yeah, I don't mind Viking fans. They're actually not that bad to talk to. I've had the pleasure of being on a couple podcasts with a couple Viking podcasters, and they were pretty cool. I've talked to a couple of cool Chicago fans, though, and cool Green Bay podcasters. But the fan base, Green Bay and Chicago, they're way up there for one of the worst, man. Who are your top 3 quarterbacks after the second round? Woof. Man, I have to look at my fun book for that one. Don't even know who I would have. Let's see, I have it one written down too. But for my best quarter, I like Aiden O'Connell. Like I said, that's the one guy that I truly, truly like. As a late guy, obviously. Let me see. You know, I love Levis, but he's a high pick. Hooker, but I think he's going to go in the second. Does that count? Clayton Tune, I don't mind. Let me see if I can think of anybody else. O'Connell, I like. Duggan is one of my favorites. I've liked him for a long time. So, yeah, there's a couple. Cansey reminds me of Grady Jarrett. Yeah, you got that. You can get to the quarterback. You know, I think Jarrett was a bit bigger, maybe the same size. Nobody. Chicago definitely they're already going after the Lions. Yeah, you know what? They could screw themselves. Jonathan Wirt, been a Detroit Lion fan my whole life. I'm from Cali, 1978, baby. I'm so hyped for 2023 season. Let's go Lions. Woo! Jonathan Wirt. You got me all fired up, buddy. He likes AR-15. Dr. D, man, that's his boy. He likes him. Yikes, Doc. Uh-oh. Talented, running the ball. Talent can make every throw in the NFL, but my God, when he throws that short ball, dude, it's train wreck time. He just, man, he's got to learn to – you got to get that sniper build. He's got to get that sniper – he's got to calm down because he rifles those short intermediate passes, man. Deep ball is beautiful. Got to be able to throw those short intermediate passes, man. Especially in this offense. What Goff does. You know what I mean? This is what he does. I know he's limited. I know that. But you have to be able to hit those. Man. He has problems. Holmes is just ranked 7th for GMs. Yeah. And that's what I said. He was a top 10 GM, and I got attacked for calling him a top 10 and not top 5. Convinced Dr. D's AR-15's agent. If he dropped us, I'm not moving up for him. Who? AR? There were so many great players back in the day. Bro, So many, man. I could have a podcast just talking about guys like Lawrence Taylor, you know what I mean? Reggie White, all the guys I grew up playing, Barry. Just those, I could talk about those guys for years, man. Back in the early 90s, I used to go to D. Thomas show at KC. The hotel man parties were stupid. Rest East Derek Thomas. That's awesome, bro. Not to jump too far ahead, but a live Orum's Forum 2024 NFL draft in Detroit. Yeah, man. You know what, man? That's gonna be something. I'm gonna be there 100%. Hoping to be with Micro Mike and the guys on Herman Moore's Lions Nation Unite. But if that doesn't work out, I'd like to try and do something for sure, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna have a blast, man, at that one. Carter is like Allen Iverson. Practice. Talking about practice. He could be, man. If he is, good. Lighting McCarter. Tyree Wilson's 275. What if he beats up to 290 and put him at defensive tackle? Yeah, 290. Yeah, you know what, man? He could put on that kind of weight. He's 6'6". He's like 6'6". I don't know about moving him to DT, but thanks for coming in, Liam Gaddy. He's a little bit slow off the ball, but he makes plans. Well, plans. He makes plays. The kid just makes plays. Dr. D don't like him. John Doe, what's going on? Before I say pick Jalen Carter in, I wanted to 6 round 18. Wow, Will Anderson. Will Anderson dropping to 6 is a dream scenario, which I don't think is going to happen. But if it does, whoa. One probably wants to know what's your issue with him. Liam Gotti, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, you know what? You never know, man. You never know. His explosion off the ball isn't really there, but he does make plays. He always seems to get to the quarterback. He always seems to make plays in the backfield. Plays a run really well, man. He is slow off the ball. Yep. I mean, we can say there's issue with anyone. Of course, there's issues with every single guy, right? They only signed Craig Reynolds. Yeah. Justin Jackson's still out there. I don't think – did he get signed? Get difficult to coach, explosion first step. I don't think it's difficult, but he needs to work on it. He really needs to work on that. He needs to work on. He needs really just the quarterback's cadence, and just work on that first step, man. There's lots to coach there. It's not just, and it becomes a memory thing. It becomes memory. You just have to do. It's all about reps, man. If we move up to get Anderson at 3 and then retain our 18th pick and Carter fell because our teams were willing to take the risk, but Bijan is still there, who do you pick, Mark? Wow. That's a tough pick. That's a tough question. That's probably one of the best questions I've ever heard, PC. I love both players. But I think it's such a deep running back pick, deep running back class. I think I'd have to go Carter. Man. You're getting Anderson and Carter? Are you kidding me? That D-line would be unstoppable for years. Even if Carter was 70% of the guy you thought he was, you're still getting a great player. You're still getting a player that's going to stuff the middle, push the pocket, get his hands up. You know, and I love Bijan, but there's guys you can get later on, I think, that you can't really replace a Carter with. I think it starts to fall. I like the DT class, but it starts to fall a bit. Running back, there's some guys. So I'm going to say Carter, man. I don't know how everybody feels about that. I actually got in a fight at Detroit Lions-Vikings game in Minnesota. I've been in a few goes, man. I've been in a few goes at the Silverdome, brother. Few goes. Almost at I don't think I've ever fought at Ford Field, though. Close. Bo Gagrias. I haven't seen in a while, but, bro, from the film I saw in Wilson, it's not his explosion or first step. Seems more like he's not anticipating the snap count, which can be taught. That could be it, too. But it just seems like he's got that. Maybe it is a hesitation thing. I really have to get into his film study, and I want to do one before the draft comes up in 10, 11 days. Kool-Aid, not true at all. It's about how you train. You may not make up for it, but you can be faster than half the O-line guys. Justin Chase knows all about training. Hell yeah, buddy. I agree. He has that same thing Statford used to do. Statford. Once Wilson's moving, he's explosive. Yes. Once he gets going, that body's tough to stop, man. He gets up there. He gets up there with those hands. He makes plays. He does make plays. I like him a lot. I do. We took him at 6. I wouldn't jump through the roof for it, but I'd be okay. But there's not a lot of guys I want at 6, man. There's not a lot of guys. John Doe, no, we're trying to get the Super Bowl. We're not ready or go to a restart for Richardson. I kind of agree. I don't like him at 6. That's for damn sure. What if we be? Oh, yeah, yep. I answered that, Liam. I answered that, brother. I think, right? Yeah. Anderson on the side of Hutch. Good effing luck. Exactly, Brent DeWitt. You know, man. What are you gonna do? Imagine being Jordan Love, Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields. You look over here, you see Hutch. You look over there, you see Anderson. And you're like, oh, man, someone's coming. They're both coming. They're both coming to get me. Like, and that's menace. That's menacing. Man, it makes me tear up thinking about it. I hope they trade up to 3 to get him, man. So you want to restart or go to the Super Bowl? I want to go to the bowl, bro. I want to go to the bowl. How about everybody else? Holmes puts in a position they had to do something really, really bad to ruin this draft. Yeah, they're not going to ruin this draft. I got full confidence in these boys, man. If the Lions meet their expectations this year, win the North, and actually make a run in the playoffs, I have a bad feeling Goff is getting his extension and is going to be our quarterback for a while. Listen, man. Goff needs to play. I don't need to see any more from Goff. I don't think Goff is. Listen, I didn't like the trade from the beginning. Okay, 2021 was an absolute train wreck of a start for him. Played awesome at the end of the year. Okay, when Lynn got demoted, played awesome. Top 10 football. He did. The offense just exploded. That's how bad Anthony Lynn's offense was. They didn't really do a lot to change it either. They only brought in Josh Reynolds at the trade deadline, so it's not like they completely flipped the switch. It was just a bad system Lynn had. Ben Johnson, Dan Campbell calling plays, which I don't believe he ever did. I think that was completely farce. Guarantee you Ben Johnson was talking in his ear. 2022, he played awesome. And I think that's the ceiling of what we're going to see of Goff. I don't think we're going to see a better version of Goff anymore. I don't think there's going to be like a 39, 40 touchdowns. It's going to be hovering around 30, 35. Hopefully interceptions stay down. If he does that, I don't have a problem with them extending him then. I really don't, man. I don't. This was a guy that hated the trade because Goff coming here was an absolute train wreck when he came here. He was on a decline. He was just a young kid, but he he had no confidence in LA by the end of his LA run. You don't know what I thought we were getting. I felt like he was a throw-in. I really did. And I was wrong on that. I was wrong. And I can admit when I'm wrong. Never admit to when, and I'll say this, I'll never apologize for my opinions, though. But I was wrong on it. I was wrong on Goff, man. So if they got to extend him, they extend him. I just hope it's not like $45 million plus. I hope it's something not like that. Then I'll be upset. Crazy arm span, strong as hell. Love Tyree. I like him too, bro. To me, usually the first step is instinct more than a learned thing. Some guys are just super tweaky. Yeah, he just seems like that was a good little analysis there. He could be a guy that doesn't anticipate first. You know, he just needs to not really think and just go. You know, go and then you make your decisions. Instinct's got to be top, but you got to have that first step, man. You got to have that explosion where you can just get going and then you make your adjustments. 10 draft hits in the last 2 years. Yeah, I trust him too, bro. I trust him too. What about training back at 18, like 23, and grab Campbell? He's soaring up draft boards. What about grabbing him at 18 if he's there? I love Jack Campbell. I just don't know if Brad Holmes does. I disagree with that Carter over Bijan at 18. That's fine. That's fine, man. If you get Anderson and Carter, then I'm all over it. If Anderson's not in the equation, bro, Anderson's not in this equation, I'm probably going to go Bijan. But if you can get Anderson and Carter, the D-line is set for years. Even though Anderson, I don't think, is playing defensive end. He's playing more of that rush outside linebacker, that James Houston kind of role, that strong side guy, that Sam. You know what I mean? I think he's going to be the type of guy that's just going to be standing up a ton, a little bit off the line of scrimmage. I don't think he's playing DN in the NFL. He'll be able to put his hand in the dirt maybe sometimes, but that front is just going to be nuts. It'll be nuts. Hutchinson, Carter, and Anderson. And then if McNeil ever turns out to be the guy he's supposed to be, wow, come on. It's fantastic. But I love Bijan. Don't get me wrong. I love him. We trust Brad Holmes. Super exciting. We do. Victor David, what's going on, brother? Looking like Pharrell right there. Tight end Mitchell may be ready, but Onwuzurike is questionable. Onwuzurike's got to go, which we will find out soon. Because Mitchell is ready. He played this year, brother. Mitchell played this year, so he's ready. I don't think he hurt himself, unless he hurt himself at the end of the year that I don't know of. The Jalen Carter meet with the Lions before. I think tomorrow is his second visit with the Lions, and is it his second or his first? I know he's coming in tomorrow though. Yeah. You run up the middle because it's wide open. What's wide? The middle's wide open? Well, hopefully you get a Carter, it's not wide open. Hopefully he stops some of that, man. I'm not worried we don't have a baseball bat Bobby anymore. I'm not worried about it either. 13-4 this year, bank it. I said 11. I said 11 wins, 11-12. So I'm sticking with 11 100%. Remember that number, guys, 11. I said 11. Do you think Rodgers leaving the NFC North because Lions getting better? I think he's sick of Green Bay and Green Bay's sick of him. But I'm guarantee you he fears them, though. I guarantee he fears them. Because they put his nuts in the dirt this year, bro. So yeah. You don't see too many anymore out of Goff because you're not going to. This is it, take it or leave it. This is what we're getting. We're not getting this guy that's going to magically become Patrick Mahomes. I agree, Jorge. If he can stick at this level, I don't have a problem with resigning him, man. I really don't, dude. I just don't want it to be $45 million. That's my only problem. $40 million, I'm like, man, he makes 31, 33 now. He's going to get some money, bro. He's going to get paid if he has another good year. So I'm trying to kumbaya that shit, bro. I'm trying to prepare myself for Goff being a Lion, man. Because I don't want to see him fail. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to see him fail. Like, even though I want another quarterback in here, not to necessarily be a starter, but I know we need another quarterback. I don't want to see Goff fail. That is complete ignorance on people. If you're a Lions fan, just because you don't like a player, shouldn't mean like, oh my God, I want that guy to fail. Because if he fails, then we fail as a team. So I want to see him do well, man. I really do. I want this team to win. He needs to play constantly. He needs to consistently, man. Consistently, Perry. I know what you're saying. Lions shot Sunday night, or whatever it's called, was pitching Anderson. Carter, trade back in the first for Torrance. Nuts. Super Bowl soon. Woo! I like Torrance, too. Big guy. Good point on the likes. Y'all, good job on the likes. I appreciate it, Bo Gagrius. I appreciate it, guys. We got 72 in the building. I really appreciate it, guys. Let's get it up to 80. We'll get up to 80. I've already done $113. How much longer I'm going to go, I don't know. It's 8:13. My wife will be calling me soon, and that's cool. Rodgers leaving because Green Bay would not give him what he wanted. Yeah, yo. Damn right. If Goff takes the Lions to the Super Bowl, we lose. What will your opinion be? If he goes to the Super Bowl, man, dude, I'm in. I'm in. I want him to win a damn playoff game. Play good. The only knock I really have on Goff lately is be better on the road. He hasn't been good on the road. The whole offense hasn't been that great on the road, man. They haven't. They had too many stinkers in 2022, man. Too many stinkers. And I don't want to hear injuries anymore. I don't want to hear, injuries happen all the time. He needs to step up on the road. He needs to be better. I know we played some really tough teams on the road 2022, but that's football, bro. That's why they get paid millions of dollars. He needs to be better on the road. That's my one humongous knock on him. He needs to be better on the road. And if he's not, then you know what I mean? Like, you just need to be better. Spielman is mine. Name my kid after Corey /New. Love it. Wow. Not a fan of Campbell at all for us. Really? You don't like Jack Campbell? Whoa. Why, bro? Yeah, we need a right guard, not sold on Big V and Graham Glasgow. Yeah, Glasgow's a backup. Big V, I think they're drafting a guard somewhere for sure. All like the same players. Yeah, we like a lot of the same. I think, Doc, you talk about Jack? Yeah, that's what I want to know. You don't like Jack? Excellent Kool-Aid. Yeah, it was really good. Loved him. Doc, go check out Henley. I love that kid. Great cover linebacker. I think maybe the second best cover linebacker in the draft. Maybe even the best. I like Trenton Simpson a little bit more though. Anderson, Carter, AR-15, Bijan. Love Anderson. Love Carter. Love Bijan. AR-15. I like him more than Jack for us. One pride. Mark, Sean Little. Mark, do we get a quarterback at least by 18? I don't think we're going to. I really don't. Honestly, dude, I don't know what the hell Holmes is thinking. You know, I don't know what's going on in that big brain of his, man, but I don't think they're going after a quarterback by 18. I really don't. One pride, 40. Henley is 25 years old. That's pretty old for a rookie line. And it's old, man, but yeah, 25. I know. I like Drew Sanders. Doc, Detroit Lions talks with old Paz. Will Anderson Jr. Lions, please. Speak it into existence, bro. Everybody give me a Will Anderson in the chat, man. Everybody give me a Will Anderson Detroit Lions in the chat, man. Let's speak this into existence. Henley best for stopping mobile quarterbacks. He can run. The kid can move. He is very good. Very good passing cover linebacker as well, too. He's very quick with his feet. I like Wilson, that Dr. Detroit. That can't be right, Steve. 11-6. Ooh, I love it. Patty Henley, be 25 as a rookie. Yeah, he's a little bit old. I didn't think he was that old. I got to look at that guy's tape, too. He will want around $45 million. It's a good possibility, man. It's a good possibility. I'm cool with Goff at like 40. Yeah. Rogers didn't ignore because he fears his father, Kirby Joseph. That is his daddy. Liam, too much. It might be. I'd like to get a young quarterback at $12 million. $12 million for 5 years. Yeah, we're playing Madden with the trade cap off or whatever the hell they call that. Whatever the kids are calling this thing. Falcons fans saying they stole Okudah. That's because they're idiots. That's because they're idiots, man. There's no way in the world they stole him. It's a good low risk. It's a good low risk buy. It is. I'll admit that. But saying they stole him, talk to those same fans by week 4. Talk to those same fans by week 4 when he's getting his ass kicked on probably majority of passing situations, which he did have a good passing percentage completion against. I think it was very good this year. It was like 60%. Though it was good. Years before, it was like in the 70, 72, his rookie, 77 or something, his rookie year. Can't really name his second year because he got hurt week 1, but I think he got burned like 2-3 times. I think it was like high 72 again, but that's for one game. And then I think last year was like a 59, 60%. So it was better, but he's not good in pass coverage, man. He's just not. Report to A-Rod, the Jet might be off the table unless the Jets give up what Green Bay wants. Yeah, man, they're having problems with that thing. I think it's eventually going to get done. I think they're going to wait a little bit, though. If Goff fails, that means the Lions fail. For sure. Excuse me. It probably does, man. That means the defense is going to have to win games, and I don't think we're there yet. 12 home games, dome games, love it. Give Goff gives us a great chance. He's really good at what he's doing. Give him a run game, he's fine. He needs a run game. Bottom line, he needs a lot to succeed. And that's not even talking bad about him. It's just the truth, man. And that's fine. He's not elite. He's not an elite quarterback. And it's okay that he needs some help, man. It's all right. That's not bashing him. It's just truth. Maintain top 10 offense, improve defense to top 20, and we'll make the playoffs. I agree too, Michael Johnson. Yeah, I don't want to see any Lions fail. You're right. If Goff can consistently at least produce what he's been producing, then he can stay, wins. The team. I agree, Jorge. We're on the same page, bro. You know what would be funny if the Bears draft JSN over a Doc? I think they're drafting Skoronski, to be honest. I really do. I feel like this team needs another dynamic weapon on offense, either a wide receiver, tight end, running back. J-Mo might turn into a deep threat, but he's unproven as of now. I'm not worried. J-Mo's my last worry, Steve-O, but I agree with you. I think we need one more guy. I do agree with you. Goff showed a lot of improvement last season on the road. I don't know, bro. Being the Packers, that was good. He didn't do much in Lambeau, though, bro. You go look at that Green Bay game, dude. He did not do much there. Had that nice throw at the end, made a couple nice throws. That big long bomb to Khalif Raymond, that was nice. But you go look at that whole game, we played fantastic defense and we ran the ball really well. You know what I mean? Let's not get carried away there, Bo. Not attacking you or anything, but that wasn't a Goff win. That was more of a defense, running game, O-line played well. You know what I mean? Goff didn't do a whole hell of a lot that game, man. He didn't. He had the beautiful throw at the end to cap it. The nice throw to Khalif, like I said, but he didn't really win that game, bro. I like Steve Avila. Avila, that's his name. Saw him on NFL Network too. Looks like a great kid. He's a baller, good guard. I disagree about the road loss. Wasn't the Philadelphia Seattle losses at home? Those were the worst of the season. I don't know. It just they played well offensively, though. They played well offensively, terrible defensively. Against Philly, that was Goff didn't really get going late in that game. We were already down like 17 points or something like that before he threw a touchdown. Seattle game, the Philadelphia and Seattle game, we both played terrible defenses. So the offense was horrific on the road, bro. I don't know what you can disagree about. Getting blanked out by New England. The Jets, we were terrible with the Jets. Jets have a great defense, though. We had some stinkers on defense. On offense on the road. Goff didn't play great on the road, man. He was throwing all kinds of touchdowns out of home. Didn't throw a lot on the road, man. And he didn't even do much in that Green Bay win at the end of the year. So, you know what I mean? That was a defense and a run game. That's how we won those games. I think we signed Teddy after the draft. I'm all in. Will Anderson to Detroit, baby. There we go. Woo! Loving it. Anderson is a lion. Hell yeah. This is all new Detroit fans. The genius of the front office. Wow. Love it, bro. Goff was on as good as the team around him and the O-line protecting him. And that's okay. Lions won at Jets and the Giants. Giants was a good win. Chicago's, you know what I mean? Chicago didn't do much. They had some good wins out on the road, but their offense wasn't as good, even close. It's got to be, it's not always going to be the same because, road, you're on the road, it's loud, it's the fans are obnoxious. Home, it's quiet, but you need to be better. They needed to be better on the road. I don't know how much more I can stress that. And I don't know how you don't understand that. If you know what I mean, I just don't get it, bro. Come on. I'll pack Goff's bags for him if you dance for him. He's probably going to be demanding that, dude. 10 sacks, 17 and a half tackles for loss. Let's go. I think he can easily get 10. And they would be like Levy, that'd be nice, man. What would you think if Holmes trades up to 3 and grabs CJ Stroud? I don't want Stroud. I don't want to trade up for you're giving up draft capital. You're making a run now. You know what I mean? You're making a run now. I just don't understand if they were to do that. If you're shipping Goff, okay, then I can almost get on board with it because the comp to CJ Stroud, you know who it is, eh? The comp to CJ Stroud, it's Jared Goff. They literally comped. They're like the same guy. But I think Stroud, with a little more mobility, wasn't a guy that went out there and ran around, but he's comped to Jared Goff. They're very, very similar. Now, I don't think they're going to go up and do that because now you got a rookie on your hands. You're trying to make a run now. I just don't see him doing it. Carolina takes Bryce. Texans take Richardson or Anderson. Yeah. Man, I hope Anderson slips to us. My Super Bowl guy is Anthony Brown from LSU, 5th or 6th round. I like that guy. Atlanta traded a 5th round for herpes. Whoa. Falcons fans must have never watched them play. Of course they didn't. You know what I mean? I think when we played Did Okudah ever play against Atlanta? Ever? I don't know. I like Anderson, but I think Tyree has a higher ceiling. It just may take a couple seasons before he hits it. I like Tyree, but I'm disagreeing. Anderson's the best player in this draft, in my opinion. The Okudah pick set back this organization 3 years. You cannot miss on a top 3 pick. I don't think it set the organization back because we're on the uprising. You know what I mean? We're on the uprising. We're in year 4 though, so maybe you're right, but I don't think it set us back that far. I think that might be because I think we started getting a little bit better, obviously last year. So I guess you're close, Michael. It's close. We play Atlanta this year, and Okudah gets torched. Yeah. By the time Goff's contract, the quarterback is going to be around 45. It'll probably be more. Yeah, it'll be just like that. 2 more years, man. Talk to those Atlanta fans after they play the Lions next year. Exactly. That right, Liam Jeff Okudah's come back to Ford Field this season. Oh, man, I cannot wait. J-Mo on him all day. J-Mo's not going to be able to control that. Jesus. Most quarterbacks do, man. There's nothing wrong. What's going on, Bryce S? There's no way Holmes doesn't move up or down at least once or twice a day. He's always one to move. He's the shaker. He's the money maker. I'm sure Holmes got another wide receiver steal for us. That'd be nice. Move. Yeah. J-Mo makes Okudah look like running in quicksand. That's not fair. That's not fair, man. By the time a rookie quarterback 5th-year option is up for his next contract, would be on 50 to 75 million. Yeah. And that's 5 years down the road. We're not worried about that. Crew Dog, I would love a running game that screws up every D we face. Bijan can be the piece to his running and catching ability. Barry-like player. Barry-like. I think his catching ability, he can do it all. His catching ability still needs a little bit of work, Crew Dog, but he can do it. The Lions are building a team that doesn't require quarterback heroics. Nice one. I like that, Tony C. Start up. You just got started, bro. Should have started a few here tonight. There's some good ones. Yeah, Mark. Going to be insane expensive. It will be. If I was GM for the Bears, I'd be drafting O-line and weapons to see what I have. And they have to. They have to help them out, man. They got to get them an O-line. You can't blame Goff when you have good stats and they lose because of defense. I'm not blaming Goff. I said that all year. But you guys, you Goff lovers, never listened to it. All you guys did was think I attacked Goff. And I always said, this isn't Goff's fault. This game wasn't Goff's fault. I never blamed Goff for the Philadelphia game. I never blamed him for the Seattle game. I never blamed the offense altogether when they played well. The offense played fantastic last year, but they had some bad games on the road. They really did. You know what I mean? I don't understand how you don't get it. It's mind-boggling to me. Top 10 quarterback, we're going to put in that, and that's final. We had a terrible defense. We had a terrible, terrible defense last year, man. They didn't start playing well when it was too late. I know we beat the Jets. We beat the Jets, man. It was offensive. It was a defensive game on both parts. Zach Wilson is pure dog shit, and Goff didn't play well that game. He hit an open Brock Wright, who nobody decided to cover on New York for some reason because nobody thought he was getting the ball. So, yeah, we beat the Jets, man. But we didn't play well offensively, but that's a tough team to play well against offensively because their defense is top 5 in the league. And we had a top 5, top 10 offense, but we did not play well that game offensively. I think we can all agree the only way he's up for this team. Holmes is going to keep drafting winners, and Campbell's going to keep coaching them. Let's go. Bears best gone. He's out. Do you think Bill Belichick in a hot seat? They're never going to fire Bill there. I can't see them ever firing him. It'll be one of those things where he just steps down. Any road win is a good win. It is. It is, man. If we move up, it better not be for Carter or Anderson. Anderson, 100%. All in 100%. Imagine if a team Holmes can build if he hits on a rookie quarterback. Whew, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, man. That'd be crazy. I like Will Levis, but I just don't like him early. I love him. I love Will Levis, but I don't know, man. I just think we're built now. Yeah, I agree, Steve, but I think the other ones we have a shot for will fall to us. Could be. Be hilarious if Bears didn't take O-line with the knife. They have to, man. They have to. I think that would be a terrible move, Dr. Detroit. It'll be a terrible move, man. And I'm not saying because he's a terrible player. I just don't. He's sitting for 2 years. Like, he's not playing. He's not going to play for 2 years. Need impact now, high single years. I think so too. Steve-O, he likes it too. Agree with your take on Bijan over Carter at 18. I don't think Bijan will be there, but if he is, he will make our run game almost. It would be crazy with a Swift and a Bijan and a Reynolds. It'd be something else, man. And Montgomery, probably get rid of Reynolds. Reynolds would be cut. Reynolds would be cut for sure. Or I don't know. I don't even know what they would do. You're not getting rid of probably Swift. You're not getting rid of obviously Montgomery. It'd be nasty, man. Brad better get it right if he does that. Yeah, Lions had 3 bad road losses: Carolina, Dallas, and New England. Yeah, and they didn't play great football on some of the wins either, offensively. Go look at the stats, bro. But those 3 were terrible. I think Dallas, didn't they play okay, Dallas, offensively? No. New England, they were terrible. But some of those road wins were borderline. Like, I think defense pretty much won us against the Giants. Won that game against the Giants. Yeah, well, he will flip out. I like Miles Murphy or Tyree Wilson. That's okay. Murphy's not bad. I like Tyree Wilson a little bit more. I earlier did like the Miles Murphy a little bit better. I'm starting to fall a little bit in that Tyree Wilson hype, though. This team doesn't have room for 9 players. Holmes is making a move for the guys he wants in the draft. For 9 players. What's that? Steve's on little. We didn't know line. Jonah may leave. Big V2. I hope they somehow keep Jonah. Hey, what's going on, Peter Van Laarhoven? Peter Van, nice name. Like it, man. German? Orem, your thoughts on trading out of 6? I'm okay. Just don't trade too far down. Don't trade too far. I don't want to go past 11 or 12. I wouldn't want to. Tigers win streak a fluke or something else? Fluke. They're garbage, and you know it, bro. Sorry, MSU Detroit fan. Good to see you here, though, buddy. 2 great points. People don't talk about that. I missed that. JMO would take Okudah to the cleaners. It'll be embarrassing. 1 Pride 40. Then most of those losses we lose because of defense, not just Goff. I already told you that already, man, 100 times. How many times has Holmes traded back in the draft? I can't remember one. Traded back? I don't think he has. He's traded up, right? Not that he's incapable of trading back, but yeah, I think you're right, bro. I think you're right, Big Bo. Nobody attacking Goff. We attack Goff gobblers. He's a good quarterback. Not only needs too much. Exactly. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we have too many draft picks. Yeah, we have too many. No. We don't have too many draft picks. What are you talking about, bro? No. We don't have too many draft picks. You can never have too many draft picks. You figure it out. I tend to steer away from Goff talks. I get caught up in them too much. The Jet coach blew that game for them. Yeah, I forget what happened in that game, and yeah, he probably didn't do. He had bad clock management at the end, or before the half. He did something. He pulled an early Campbell, right? He pulled a Campbell or something like that. And that defense at the end, though, got to cover. You got to cover everybody. The Goff fanboy army goes on attack mode as soon as anybody says anything negative about it. It's insane, bro. They might all have a heart attack if they drop. Oh, dude, you're gonna see. If they go early quarterback, you are going to see a meltdown on YouTube by a couple YouTubers, man. There will be meltdowns if they go quarterback early. And I got to watch it. Origin of the Z. Thanks for coming in, brother. Is that you in the avatar? I'm drafting all defense, first 3 of our picks. Woo! I like it, Origin. I like it. Yeah, I like Goff. Just don't want to pay him $45 million a year for him. That's what I don't want either. So, Mark, I found an old stream you and Mike did back in 2020. Uh-oh. I saw a comment made by a West Branch ball. Oh, man. I haven't seen that. Heard that name. Where he said something about the Lions' revenge tour failure like Michigan's. In 2023? Wow. I remember that guy. I remember West Branch ball, man. Was that you? Kool-Aid, yeah, man. Bears O-line is a joke. It's a laugh. We got lucky in that Jet game. I think we did too. I think we got completely lucky, man. Our defense played well though, but Zach Wilson is complete dog doo. He is awful, and he showed why he was awful. And our offense really couldn't get the ball rolling, man. We couldn't do anything. So it's great defense in New York, though. What's going on, top tier? Mark, what's good, my boy? What's going on, my friend? How you doing on this Sunday afternoon? Sunday night now. If we don't want to pay Goff $45 million, then extend his contract now. That could be in the works, man. I don't think they're going to wait 2 years to do it. If he has a good year this year, a year like he did, or maybe a little bit worse, a little bit better, whatever, something where he doesn't shit the bed, he's going to be a Lion. I'm preparing myself for it. Kool-Aid Kid, I don't know, sometimes I think you're taking things out of context when the Chads bust each other's balls and like they're attacking you. And FYI, maybe sometimes, but I know what's his name is getting at. I know what Patty Grimes is getting at, man. He's defending Goff, and I understand it. And I'm not even attacking Goff, but I can see that he thinks I'm attacking him and blaming him for everything. I'm not, man. I'm not blaming him for everything. You know what I mean? I just think some of his games on the road were very, very bad. And he needs to be a better quarterback on the road. I don't expect him to be Patrick Mahomes, but I expect him to be a little bit better. That's all. But I understand. I know what you're getting. He's going to trade up to get the guard covered. Yep. Except for my players, but I'm not against trading them if these lines are going to be better. Same Steve. Whoa. J-Mo becomes a Pro Bowl wide receiver. Hopefully all pro. Dallas was like, it was 6 points. Man, then I completely shut that game out of my memory. I thought we scored more points, Liam. Ugh. There you go. What was the excuse then? Who was hurt for that game? I'm sure there was an excuse. Hutch makes all pro. Damn right. Shannon Graham, what's going on? How you doing? Goff will be traded for more picks or a good player. The way Brad is moving now, he's not going to give him 30 to 40 million. He's already making $33 million, 31 to 33. So he's already got that money. The game going to be fast for him in 2024. He's not old. He's not old by any stretch. He's a good quarterback. But the 40 million range, that might be something that this regime's got to discuss, man. Their losses to New England, Dallas, and Carolina, the only loss they suffered last year. That was a clear loss since the others could have a different outcome. Yeah. That was those were some bad games. For some reason, I thought the Dallas game was closer. I don't know why. Thanks a lot, Jorge. Let's get some likes up there. We're at 70. You're going to have stinkers for sure. 100%. I don't expect every game to be good, but if he would have been just a little bit better, I think, in games, we might have won a couple more. But our defense was dog shit. So the defense was the problem last year. 100% it was. The Lions have 9 draft picks with 3-man roster. Doesn't have room for 9 players. Holmes is trading up for players he wants. Okay. Yeah. He traded back last year with Philly. Okay. Did he? He traded back? Oh, yeah, and he got a couple. Okay. The Lions of the team had to come first. I keep telling my wife that get a divorce lawyer has to be dog. She doesn't get with the pro. Boom. Bo, love it. There's never enough draft picks. Yeah. Biggest example of the Thanksgiving game where they ran it on 3rd and 1 on the 4th. Exactly. Should have beat Buffalo. Quarterback early. I want to watch the meltdown. It would be epic, bro. It will be something of epic proportions. Yes, sir. Awesome, brother. And that Jets game, Wilson looked like a real quarterback. Eventually he did. Eventually he did a little bit, but he looked terrible in that game, man. All in all. But he had over 300 yards passing. That's how bad he was, yeah. No, that's how good he was in that game. Pay left tackle and tight end in college. Love it, bro. What school did you go to? What's that? What is that? I see gold. I see gold. What is that? What are you, brother? Get line on both sides of the line. You can win with a decent quarterback. Goff. Oh, you got to build. It'll be hilarious if the Jets move up to get a quarterback back out of the Rodgers trade and Green Bay refuses to take him back. That'd be weird. Weird to say the Lions are the only competent team in Detroit. Rest are terrible. Everybody keeps saying that the Red Wings are close, but I guess some of our picks can be on the practice squad. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. What do you think of Sam Laporta, tight end of Iowa? I don't mind him. You think he's okay? He's going to be a high tight end pick, though, probably. I don't think he slips out of the second. Could be a first-round guy. That's another pick I don't want early either. But, I don't mind him. Woo! You wanted the one-on-one with Aiden. You sure? You sure about that, big boy? I don't know. I don't think we are done moving people. I don't think we're done either. Rob down south. Holmes will package a couple of picks to move up and snag another blue chip player, if not back to first in the round. I hope, bro. I hope, man. I hope he does all kinds of things. I'm not too worried about it. I'm on board with whoever Brad drafts. My elbow's starting to hurt, fellas. Quarterback early, fine by me. Just highly doubt that's the route he's going to go. I don't think he's going quarterback early, Bo. I'm with you, but you know what? I trust whatever he does. Holmes is a gambler. Yeah, man. Everyone says we're interested in a tight end because we don't have a star tight end. You know what I mean? That's how it kind of rolls in the NFL. We got 3 guys that are capable of playing, not at a high level, but at a decent level. Hey, man, franchise record for tight ends in Lions history with 12 or 13, whatever the hell they had. You can't knock that. It took 3-4 guys to do it, but that's what it takes. So I know they brought in Darnell Washington. They brought in him. I'm sure they brought in a couple other tight ends for their visits. So they could be looking at a guy. I just hope it's not a high pick. I'd be looking at a guy by the 3rd round, maybe fourth round. We don't have a 4th round pick. So they could be moving up. They got ammo to move up now. They got ammo to go into the 4th. So who knows what happens. Who's that difference maker, Steve-O? They might put A.J. Terrell on J-Mo. They probably will. That's what they probably will. He will travel too. Is it a rookie or a roster player? Dallas game, Jamal fumbled at the 1. He did? Okay. But if that's the case, Amon Ra could have caused problems. Yeah, man. Someone's causing problems. Put AJ on J-Mo. AJ is special. He's a good corner. But same problem will eat. Reynolds will have a day. You know what I mean? Whoever's on Okudah, man, come on. Goff is 28. He's a young quarterback. Yeah, I never said he was old. Still young. This year's with expectations, I think people will be surprised about how good we are at Girl Lions. And I don't think people are going to be surprised if people expect it. They could be a little surprised because a lot of people are thinking SOL, same team, you guys are crap. I can sort of see that mostly because our tight end room was Brock Wright and James Mitchell. Off there, that not much. I like Shane Zylstra, man. I loved that guy in college, man. You go look at his college tape, wide receiver, went to a smaller school in Minnesota. Man, I did a tape on that kid last year. Watched some of his film. Woof, that kid dominated. I know it was a small school, but he put up numbers, man. And he just, I think he put a little more weight on, became a tight end. So, but he's a strictly receiving guy. A Pro Bowl veteran at Detroit. The Dallas game was very close until Jamal Williams fumbled in the 4th quarter. What was the score of that game? I could have swore we scored more points than 6. Didn't we score more points than that? Damn. I would love to see a trade down the Titans and gain their 2024 first in the deal. Could happen. Look at the backup. Josh Joffa, the quarterback of Michigan Panthers, should be someone they should look at. Pick him up, put him on the practice squad. Why not, man? I don't know about drafting him. If he's you know what I mean? If he's playing on the Michigan Panthers, he's probably not saying he's not good, but I think you can pick him up as a free agent, right? Scale 1 to 10, my postseason Hutchinson jersey purchase. Scale 1 to 10, my post. Buy it, 10. Go get it. I got mine last year. You think it's Donald? Who? I don't know what you guys talking about. Well, hey, what's up, Orange Shock? What's going on, buddy? Looking freezing in that pick. What's up, Mark? How you been? Doing good. Do you think the first round will have a bunch of trades like last year? I think it'll be Trade City. I think it's going to be Trade City again, man. These guys love to trade. Man, we're doing $144 already. MSU's right fan. I think we need a good all-around tight end. I'm not too big on getting a tight end early, but I would be okay if we got a really good one. Stillman College, Alabama, nice. And I played a year at Troy. Cool, bro. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, dude. D-Hop or a wide receiver on his level would take this offense to another level at Detroit. Oof. D-Hop. Hell of an old lineman, bro. Hell of an old lineman. Like him a lot. Could be a guy the Lions look at. Holmes would say could be a few more moves for the draft. I think so, too. Something tight end would be nice. I played safety and tailback 35 years ago. Ooh. I played a long time ago, too. Wait, did Eric end up better than Eric Ebron? I don't think so. Not that I know of. Shannon Graham, if God goes down, we're going to have someone to back him up. That's another thing, too. That's why I think they should go after Teddy Bridgewater. And, Nate Sudfeld goes in, put the season in the toilet and flush it, because you don't want Nate Sudfeld in there. At least with Teddy, he's got a good old line, block him up, backing him up. He's got a running game. He's got weapons. You don't have to get stupid with him. You don't have to have him winging the ball all over the damn field. You can play it safe with Teddy. But with the rookie quarterback, I think you're asking for trouble. Yeah, he's got all the same things that Teddy would have, but it's a rookie, and I think that's terrible. I like Hendon Hooker. I'm big on Hendon Hooker, man. I really like him a lot, actually. I'm not big with him at 18, though. I know a lot of people are all of a sudden saying this kid's getting drafted again in the first round now. This kid went from a top 5 pick to a 3rd or 4th round pick, back up into the first round now. I think he's legitimately a second rounder, though. But I like him. I do like him. He played in a real pass-friendly offense, though, at Tennessee. I don't know if that'll hurt him. You got to get him in the room. You got to see how smart he is as a quarterback, because it wasn't a complicated offense, man. It was like everybody was open, pass-friendly, man. So lots of options, lots of weapons. So, you got to be careful with those type of quarterbacks. You got to bring them in. You got to interview them and see how smart they are. But as of production-wise, yeah, man. If we draft a running back, I think Swift is gone. I don't know. He could be traded, maybe. But I think he sticks around. I know. I think, what's his name? Reynolds would be gone. Swift is only making literally like $3 million this year. He's peanuts. Even after a Jones signing. Who's Jones? I like Mitchell. Keep him around. I think Holmes values times like, yeah, he doesn't value him very high. For a 20-yard run, he is slow. Yeah. Much teeth get in the way of smash ball football. Our tight end group is fine with a solid backup tackle spot. Yeah, please, let's get rid of Matt Nelson. Please. I thought every year teams start to build and looking to trade overpaid stars. The Lions have the money to take on a contract like that this year now. Yeah, man, the money's coming rolling in next year too. Tight end by committee is best way. Brock Ray had a play of the year last year versus the Jets. I'm okay with the current tight end situation. I don't think we need this crazy tight end in a first or second round. I don't think we do, man. It's a deep tight end class too. I really think we already have an agreement with Teddy, just not announced. You could be right, bro. They offered him something. I'm wondering if it's just under the table. I wonder what they're waiting for, though. Like, are they just trying to like they're going to sign him after the draft? They sign him after the draft because they still want to make people think that they're drafting a quarterback, which I don't think they are. That could be it. Doc, I would kill to see Jameson Okudah complete blood. It would be a nightmare for Okudah. If you sign Bridgewater and then draft Okudah, how do you keep 3 quarterbacks on the roster? Well, you can. You can carry 3 on the 54, and you could you can carry all 3 guys, man, to games on Sundays. You don't have to have one guy. Like, say they drafted a guy late, they could take a chance and put him on the practice squad and protect him. I think you can protect up to a couple players. I forget what the number is, man. Someone's got to tell me. But if you draft a quarterback like late, then you can literally, you get rid of Sudfeld. You tell him to hit the bricks, and then maybe you sign Bridgewater. You can keep those 3 guys on, or you can put one on the practice squad and protect them. I don't know how that protection thing works, though. I'd have to know. I don't know that answer. If you got a post, you're gonna if you got a post, you're going to live on Pride of Detroit Lions. What? You got a post? You're going live on Pride of Detroit Lions? Yeah. I don't know what you're saying there, Jorge. Sorry, buddy. We win the division next year. I think so too. I think we're happy with Goff. You guys are way off base. The Lions love Goff. Nah, man. We're not. I'm not. Nobody's saying they don't love him. That's not even the question, man. I think they do. I think they really do like him, but I think they're also going to protect themselves. That doesn't mean they're going to go early quarterback, super early, but I think they might go earlier than people think. They might. And if they do go early, if they do go quarterback early, there's going to be a meltdown of epic proportions with some people. It'll happen, man. 24-6. I thought it was closer than that, man. I must have smoked too much dope that day. Steve-O, they could be waiting until after the draft for Teddy. That makes a lot of sense to me. Could be. That could be happening. Just making it seem like they're going to go after quarterback. Who knows? Bridgewater knows it's early. He's waiting for any offers coming for sure. Today's night will give away the Lions' true draft plans at quarterback. Exactly. So they're going to wait. You can protect 4 players each week. That's any player? That's any player that goes on the practice squad? See, I should know this already. But this is why I have you guys to teach me. And I appreciate it all, man. Every team has at least 3 quarterbacks on the roster and some carry. Yeah, for sure. There's always usually a guy in the practice squad. You carry 2 in a game because you have to. If you're the San Francisco 49ers, man, you got 17 quarterbacks. Well, they had to because they had the situations going. 53 active each week. Yeah. Be so funny if Packers had to release Rodgers and get nothing for him. Wow. Imagine that. I would rather draft a quarterback. You can still draft the quarterback if you pick up Teddy, brother. You can. Better when Delvin Cook gets released. It's coming. I think so too. Kool-Aid Kid. Reddit too, man. It looks like it's on its way. I don't think anybody's going to trade for him, even though he's a stud. I don't think he's a liability in the injury department, but he does get banged up, and running backs just don't get they don't get love, man. They don't get love, so they'll get picked up by a team right away. Almost all of Quinn's picture, their backups are on the NFL. Get out of town, Bobby Quinn. Woo! Wow, guys. This is good, man. Wow, this was good. Might as well go to 2 hours. Only got 8 more minutes to go. Let's go. 8 more minutes? You guys up for 8 more minutes? We got 56 in the building. Man, I'm gassed. I'm on afternoons, though, so I'm okay. How about the Joey Harrington? Joey Harrington jersey. Ugh. What a disappointment that was, eh? Jesus. Lions Gridiron Disciple. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I get why Teddy's waiting until after draft, but I wouldn't wait on him. Yeah. Hey, man, I think they just made the offer. They just made the offer, and they probably told him, "Listen, we're giving you a strong offer. Take it or leave it. We don't know what you want to do. But maybe we're going to do it under the table right now because we're still going to draft a quarterback. Maybe that's why he's waiting. Because maybe they're telling him if we like a guy." There's so many speculations, right? They could be telling him if we like a guy, we're taking him. So maybe not. Don't come here. But if we don't like someone, we'd love to have you here. And I don't think that's any disrespect to Teddy, man. So there could be some things going on. Flew by quick, man. It did, eh, Chrome? It did, brother. 8 more minutes. Let's go, Big Bo. Let's go, brother. Mark, we're just worried when the blitz comes to Goff. What is going to do? Yeah. Well, he's not mobile, right, Shannon? He's not mobile. That's why I think they got to keep building his O-line, man. I love what's going on with this O-line. A little bit worried about the right guard situation. Ragnow, he's getting a little bit banged up on him, but I think he's one of the best out there. Jonah Jackson's, I think, one of the most underappreciated, underrated left guards in the business. He's coming up for contract year soon, too. Are they going to pay him? I think they need to. You got to get another guard. Are they going to look for another left tackle eventually? Decker is getting a little bit older, a little bit more, he gets banged up every now and then. So it's going to be, you're going to need to protect Goff. Bottom line, man. Thanks, Mrs. Oren, for loaning you to us for this long, sir. I'll thank her for sure, bro. I appreciate it, Kool-Aid Kid. Keep doing us justice. I see the mark. Hell yeah, buddy. I won't be against signing Delvin Cook. Ooh, we got a Delvin Cook. We got a Delvin Cook want. Okay. I think he could. I think he's, bro, that kid is phenomenal, man. But you're taking him now. I don't think they're going to do it, bro. You got Montgomery. Like, what does that tell Montgomery? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Montgomery is the same as Delvin Cook, but, man, Montgomery's barely even going to see the field, man. Like, it'll be like you get rid of Swift. He'd be traded. Man, it would be scary. It would be a scary running back room. I think we're winning the division 100%. We could possibly sweep 13 games. I'm saying 11-12. Let's go. Delvin Cook, cheap signing, will complete the trifecta of NFC. That would be insane, though, Bo. That would be insane. You guys got me thinking now. You got me thinking. Let's get it. Brady and Manning weren't too mobile either. Need a good old, exactly, man. You get those guys, O-lines, those type of guys, obviously. But the times are changing. Mobile quarterbacks are kind of the thing right now. We don't really have a lot of room for these pocket passers anymore. But Goff is playing at a pretty damn good level, so I'm okay with it. No, we don't. And I love it. I friggin' love it, man. Quinn was good at is that he could pick O-line. Jonah, Frank, Glasgow's back. Decker, I think was his first ever pick. So yeah, there's guys there, man. There's guys pick. He could pick some old linemen. He even got Jonah Jackson in the 3rd or 4th round. So, he hit on a couple guys, man. He hit on some old linemen, and that's good. That's probably my second favorite guard, center. You know what I mean? He's more of a center, but he can play guard. I like that kid, man. Drafting Darnell Wright isn't the most exciting player at 18, but he would make the Lions D-line in the league. Exactly. You know what I mean? He's a damn good one. Is he the one that handled Hutch? Was it Darnell Wright? Don't drop the tight end. Throw Skip out there at 6'10". Mike Bell. Woo! Big dog. Nobody knowing what we were doing in this draft is a beautiful thing. Gorgeous. Won a Hutch jersey at my bar. I went 8-2 wearing it. I love it, bro. Absolutely love it, man. Well, guys, we had a good one. We're almost at 9 o'clock. Man, we went exactly 2 hours. We're there, man. It's going to be an interesting draft. I'm probably going to have, let's see what's going on, man. I just put out an Isaiah Foskey video if you guys want to know. One of my draft analysis, defensive end / outside linebacker from Notre Dame. I put out a video on him. Go check it out, guys. I should be back next week for another Orum'S Den. Then we're basically hitting the draft, man. We're hitting the draft. The draft's what? Not this Thursday, next Thursday. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Hopefully I'll be with Micro Mike at Herman Moore's studio. Got to find out a little bit more about that. We should be going live on Lions Nation Unite. I think I'm going to that. I just got to find out. So, yeah, man. So it's all good. Oh, Stenberg. He's got to go. Stenberg's terrible. I keep forgetting he's another guard on this team. He's terrible. Thanks a lot, Rob down south. You guys make it strong, all you guys, man. You guys all make this strong. I appreciate you guys coming in. Go check out some videos that I made. I really appreciate it. Like, share, comment it out, man. Orum's Forum, Orum's Den. We're doing it over here. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Take it easy. Going to work tomorrow. Be safe. Foskey is an underrated player. I like him. He's got all the tools in the production. I don't get why he's getting more hype. True, bro. When I watched his tape, I didn't know a lot about him. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I do watch Notre Dame football, man. He didn't for some reason, he didn't really like shine to me. You know what I mean? Put the tape on, and you make it a point to watch him. Like, oof, this kid stands out, man. He's a big boy at 6'5", 255, 260, 264, I think he was at the combine. I forget. He put on a little bit of weight for the combine. So I like that kid, man. Back-to-back 10-plus sacks. It's all good, man. It's all good. I think he's underrated. I got him as a late second-round pick, though, early third. Pass rush specialist, I think, coming out of the gate. Needs to work a little bit on his run defense. He's got long, I think his arms are like 34 inches. So, man, he's got some skill, man. He's got some skill. He's got a little bit of giddy up to the quarterback, obviously, with 20-plus sacks in 2 seasons. So I like him, man. So he's a guy I think that should be getting a little bit more play. I think you're right, Steve-O. But thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it, man. Man, we're at 9 o'clock. And, yeah, man, I had fun. 2 hours. I told my wife I was only going to do an hour. Oops. But she ain't really in no hurry to call me. So that's all good, man. I think my little girl got home a couple minutes ago too. So, man, it was fun. Orum's Forum, Orum's Den. I'm out, man. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace. 2 weeks. Just under 11 days. Let's go. Bang. 2 hours. Boom.